Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Just wanted to get your attention, see if you guys are paying attention to this video. I just wanted to share with you guys today some healthy snacks that I eat, not necessarily right now because I'm kind of trying to prep for a show, but just in general, things that I snack on to try and make healthier choices rather than binging on foods that I don't need. So I'm going to show you a bunch of different snacks and different things that I do to kind of cut corners here and there so that every once in a while I can indulge and I don't feel so bad. So these are just things that I've kind of figured out along the way of being a bodybuilder and things that I just swap out on my everyday, whether I'm having a sweet tooth or a savory tooth or just kind of whatever I'm in the mood for. So I'm going to share with you what I have. First snack, an all-time favorite snack, especially if I'm having a sweet tooth, I always go for these. Quaker caramel rice cakes, as I put it right in my face. Hi guys, can you see me from back here? No. Quaker caramel rice cakes, love them. I know a lot of people are like, ugh, those taste like cardboard, but to me, it's a better alternative than eating a cookie. So these only have 50 calories per one cake and 11 grams of carbs and no fat. So these are such a better choice for you than snacking on a cookie, especially if you're having a sweet tooth. So I grab one of these and I get a tablespoon of peanut butter, which a serving of peanut butter is typically 2 tablespoons. So I usually just do 1. And it's 180 calories for 2 tablespoons. So 15 grams of fat and 8 grams of carbs, but I only use 1, so you would just minus half that. So what I do is I grab my rice cake, I put my peanut butter on there, and then I also grab a teaspoon of sugar-free raspberry jelly. Yes, I know this has Splenda in it, but it's better than regular jelly. It's only 10 calories per tablespoon and 5 grams of carbs, but I only use probably a teaspoon, and I just spread it on here. So I have my peanut butter and jelly rice cake, which is one of my all-time favorite sweet snacks. I love that. As far as if I'm in the mood for a sweet drink, I found this at my local Safeway. I don't know what kind of stores you guys have. You might have Fred Meyer's or Albertsons or Vaughn's, but this brand is just Safeway, and it's Diet Grapefruit Soda. So it's very similar to Ruby Red Squirt, but it has 0 calories, no sugar, no carbs. So if I'm in a mood for something sweet and I'm craving like a soda, I'm not a big like dark soda person. I do love a Diet Pepsi with lemon every once in a while. But if I'm just having a really like sweet tooth, I will do my Diet Grapefruit Soda. Now, if I'm in the mood for something alcoholic, I will do my Diet Grapefruit Soda and I'll do a shot of vodka in there. So that's an option. Also, another great snack that you can incorporate into your daily regimen if you're in the sweet tooth mood, I love applesauce. It definitely helps to curb my sweet tooth, and I add some cinnamon on top. So that is another great one. If I'm in the mood for something salty, I love these Enlightened. They're called Bada Bean, Bada Boom. So they are actually broad beans, which I don't exactly know what a broad bean is, but it says on here that it's a fava bean. So it's a larger bean. It kind of looks like a lima bean. What they do is they like dehydrate these and they're crunchy. So for one serving, which is 1 ounce, it's 100 calories. It's only 3 grams of fat and 15 grams of carbs. So if I'm craving chips or something that's super salty, I grab these. They have a couple different flavors. This one's sweet sriracha. They also have like a barbecue one. And they do have a sweet one too. They actually have a chocolate covered one and a cinnamon one, which I love. So if I'm craving something crunchy and salty, I grab these. It is a way better alternative to a greasy chip. Another great option for snack-wise, sweet-wise, I am in love with these Kirkland, so Costco brand, protein bars. They only have 4 grams of net carbs. So on the back it says they actually have, it says 23 grams of carbs, but there are 15 grams of fiber. So you minus the fiber when you're looking at the carb content of things, and it only has 1 gram of sugar, and it's 21 grams of protein per bar. So it's a good alternative for something sweet, but you're also getting your protein in. So super good for those kind of situations. Drink-wise, another thing that I love is sparkling ice. These do have sucralose in them, so they're not as great of an option as some things, but they are only 5 calories, no carbs, no fat, no sodium. And I know that sometimes sucralose can cause bloating for certain people, so this is something to be mindful of. If you are drinking these and you are getting bloated a lot, that could be a reason why, is the sucralose bloats a lot of people. But once in a while, I'm craving something sweet, I want something bubbly, and I love these. This peach nectarine flavor is my favorite. Another snack that I love to make, I get these little tiny baby cucumbers from Costco, and literally they're tiny, just the littlest thing. But what I do is I cut them up and I will pour some low calorie Italian dressing on them, and I'll let them soak in the fridge. And then I will have that if I'm having, a salt craving as well. So that is a super good option. You're also getting your greens in. Cucumbers are great for you because they're mostly water. Another thing, if I'm having a sweet tooth and it's late at night and I need something to snack on, I will grab a snack pack Sugar-Free Jello. They have a ton of different flavors. They're super low calorie. I think it's like 10 calories per little pack. But if I'm going to have something and it's going to be on the sweeter side and it's late at night, I'd love to grab these because it just curbs that sweet tooth, gives me a sense of fulfillment of having something without it being super calorie dense or sugar dense. So love these. Another option for a savory snack at nighttime is this Jolly Time. This is the Healthy Pop, the butter flavor. I think it's like 90 calories per bag. I don't have the box anymore because I threw it away, but if I'm craving something sweet, usually I'll have like half a bag of, salty, excuse me. If I'm craving something salty at night, I'll usually have like half a bag of popcorn or just measured out to like a cup or whatever. But better for you than the movie theater butter or the like super salty ones. This one actually says healthy pop butter. So you just have to look for the ones that are a little bit lower calorie. And then you can also buy those shakers, which I have. Cheesy caramel popcorn seasoning. So they have a bunch of different flavors of these too, and they're the same thing. 4 calories, 17 grams of sodium, and 1 gram of carb per like 1/4 of a teaspoon, which you don't typically even put that much on it. But if you wanted to have a little bit of sweet and savory, you can sprinkle this on your popcorn. Another thing to curb a sweet tooth is this. This is one of my favorite proteins. It's called IsoFit, and it is so good. It is the best sweet flavor. This one is vanilla bean. It is whey isolate, lactose free and gluten free. I have to do isolate whey because regular whey bloats me and it makes my stomach so sick. But this one has 25 grams of protein and only 1 gram of sugar, which is good. And then fat is 1.5 grams. So if I'm, wanting something sweet at night too, sometimes I'll make a little shake. So I'll put this in with some ice. Once in a blue moon, I'll put like a half a banana in. I've been having a hard time eating bananas lately. They kind of like give me indigestion, but it does make your shakes a lot creamier. So I'll do that and maybe like a little scoop of peanut butter or powdered peanut butter and drink it down because it's so good. So I love these. I also have a strong addiction to Len & Larry's cookies. They're so good. These ones are called the Complete Cookie. These ones are actually a smaller version, so they actually do come in a bigger pack, which looks like this. This one's just half of a size. So these cookies, you do have to be careful. This one is 2 servings. This one is 1 serving. This one's the 2 ounce, and this one is the 4 ounce. So these ones are 1 serving, which is nice. They're the smaller ones. It does have 200 calories, so it is a little bit more calorie dense than most people are allowed if they're, in prep or whatever. But the total carbs is 29 grams for one cookie, which is actually a lot. So I don't typically have these very often. But if I am on a day where I'm doing like a refeed, or I have more carbs in my plan, if I'm doing like a back day or leg day, I can throw these in there once in a while and get away with it. But delicious, soft, tastes just like a cookie. They don't have that protein chalky taste to them. So good. They have a million flavors. This one is Snickerdoodle, and this one is double chocolate. They also have a chocolate peanut butter. They have a apple flavor. They have mint chocolate chip. The list goes on. There's a million of them. So those are super good to swap out for, like, you know, a Nutter Butter or a whole ream of Oreos, for instance. Another little sweet tooth hack, I carry these little Crystal Light packets everywhere I go. This one's just a store brand, but this is raspberry lemonade, which is my favorite. Love these, love these, love these. Put them in my purse, put them in my car, they're everywhere. If I want something sweet, I grab this, put it in my cup with some water, and drink this down. This usually will curb my sweet tooth. And I tell you what, I have done prep multiple times. I've prepped for competitions, but my sweet tooth always gets the best of me every time. It just does. So these are a lifesaver. Another thing I do is, as I've showed you on my videos before, I do this cold brew coffee. This is the black coffee unsweetened. It's from Safeway. It's just in a little can. This is the cold brew version. It only has 10 calories, 2 grams of carbs. So I do this with one packet of stevia and then a little splash of cream. Put it over some ice and you're good to go. Healthier choice than going to Starbucks and getting one of their super calorie dense, sugar-filled drinks. So awesome choice. Another thing, these are 2 things that I eat when I'm not in prep, that I'm in off season, that help me to stay on track a little bit better and do curb my sweet tooth, because I am a candy holic. I will admit it. It is one of my biggest downfalls. I love candy. So, banana slices, soft and chewy. These are an acquired taste. Some people don't like them. They do smell like weird rotten bananas, kind of, but I love them. I love dried bananas. I love regular bananas. These ones are so good. Super soft, and you don't need a lot of them, because you have a few and you're like, okay, like I'm good now. So I grab these, or dried fruits, period. They are more carb dense and sugar filled than a lot of other things. So you do have to be careful. You don't want to have too many, and you do want to look at the calorie content. But I also get these dried mangoes from Costco. Obsessed with these. Love them, love them, love them. They are, you know, higher carb, like I just said. So it's not something you want to eat all the time, all day long. But dried fruit is a natural fiber. It helps you go to the bathroom. And it's a sweet tooth craver without being, you know, a candy bar or ice cream cone or, you know, a million other things that you can choose. So with that being said, these are all things that I snack on, that I have fallen in love with, and that I just wanted to share with you guys to show you that there are healthier options than grabbing, you know, candy bars and cookies and pastries and donuts and bagels. So it's just swapping out the little things so that you have a little bit more leeway to be able to eat the things that you do want. So once in a while I can have a donut, or once in a while I can go get a Blizzard. So these are all things that I do on a daily basis that helps me to get to the grand scheme, bigger picture goal, and stay more on track with my food. Because as long as I know what's going in my body, I can know if I'm in a calorie deficit or not by what I put in my mouth. So it's super important for something to keep track of. And people always ask, how do you get abs? How do you get abs? How do you get abs? Abs are made in the kitchen. I will not stress this enough. You can out-train many people, but you cannot out-train a bad diet. You just can't. Your body knows what you're putting into it, and it knows where to put it, and it knows where it wants to put it, and it's not going to listen to you and your brain when you tell it, hey, don't put that there, put that on my legs. It's not going to listen to you. So you cannot out-train a bad diet. You can out-train yourself in the gym, but you cannot out-train a bad diet. And that's where abs are made. It is from being in a calorie deficit. It is from paying attention to your nutrition. It is from getting the proper protein, carbs, and fat in your body, and outputting enough energy expenditure so that you are staying in a calorie deficit and staying on track. So with that being said, I love you guys so much. Thank you for paying attention to my video and staying till the very end of the video. I appreciate it so much, and I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one.